Today I'm talking about the 5 habits that changed my life from the book Atomic Habits. Honestly, I read this book, try to do it twice a year because every single time that I read it or listen to it on Audible, which I'll have a link for Audible to listen to it for free, I get so much out of it. And even if it's the same things that I've heard over and over again, it really just be like, all right, Kelly, we've been slacking on this habit. We gotta get back to putting it in place. But the 5 habits I'm going to talk about, they've truly changed my life, and I have become so much more productive because of them. And if you stay to the end, I have another hack that really has helped my productivity. So it's not a habit that I've learned from the book, but it's really something that has really helped my productivity. So I wanted to include it in this list. So stay to the end for that. But habit number 1 from the book Atomic Habits is tracking and scoring your habits. So what I mean by this is at the beginning of the week, write down all of the things that you need to get done this week. All your to-do lists, all the habits that you're tracking. So if you want clean kitchen at night, put that in a habit track. If you want to read 15 minutes a day, if you want to do 15 squats, if you want to walk outside for 1 mile, if you want to, write 3 blog posts, if you want to, all the things that you have to do, write them all out in your planner. Then at the end of the week, make sure you don't do it during the week, but at the end of the week, you're going to score it. So you're going to count every single one that you completed and divide it by the total amount of everything that you have. So maybe you completed 37 tasks out of 40. So you're going to do 37 divided by 40 and you're going to give yourself a score. Now, you obviously want a perfect score, right? That's what we want, right? Honestly, it's not typically going to happen. I typically like to aim of at least 80%. And at first I was like, 80%, I got that. And then in the first week that I did it, I was like, I did really good this week. Like there was a couple times where I missed here and there, but I did really good. And then I did the math and it was like 67%. And I was like, all right, this makes sense. And I've really noticed that in my goal setting, and I did a video a little bit ago on 12-week year and how I set goals for 12-week year, and I talked about it in that video, but I've learned that the mindset shift that I've had of rather than setting goals and having my goals be, okay, my goal is to lose 20 pounds, and I write down lose 20 pounds or get down to X amount number weight. And that's my goal. Instead of looking at that and tracking every pound lost, I've switched focus and saying, okay, what's going to get me to that goal? Okay, if I want to lose 20 pounds, then drinking all of my water is going to help get me to that goal. Okay, tracking my food is going to help get me to that goal. Making sure I eat, 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, making sure I get my protein, making sure I get my workouts in. These are the habits, the actual tactics, the actual physical things that I have to do to help get me to my goal. That's going to help me achieve my goal so much faster than just saying my goal is this and focusing on that being your goal. But what are you doing in place to get to your goal? When you have that mindset shift and really shift to the focus of, okay, I need to get here. What am I going to do to get here? Same with YouTube. Okay, my goal is to get to 100,000 YouTube subscribers. I can put that, speak it into existence, doing my affirmations all day long, but what am I doing to do that? If I just say, I want 100,000 subscribers, but I'm not uploading videos, how is that helping? Okay, what are the things that I can do to make sure that I am going to hit that goal? I can upload X number of videos a week. I can look into my analytics and see what videos I'm gaining new subscribers. I can get better at doing keyword research. I can improve my thumbnails. I can go back to videos if they don't have good thumbnails and good click rates. I can go back and edit those and make sure that those are better clicks rates. And these are the things that I can do to make sure that I'm improving in this area. So having those mindset shifts is really going to help you hit your goals versus just, oh, I hope to hit it someday. That would be great. The next habit is habit stacking. So what habit stacking is taking a habit that you already have and a habit that's already in place and then adding a new habit that you want to create. So oftentimes we're like, okay, I want to add a new habit of this. I want to do this. I want to do that. But after a couple days, we just forget it. So the habit stacking is, okay, say we want to start doing 15 squats a day. Now, with the habit that I have of brushing my teeth, every time I brush my teeth, I'm then going to do squats. So that way, as I'm brushing my teeth, I'm doing my squats, and that's a great way to have that habit in place versus, oh yeah, I gotta do my squats. I can't forget to do my squats. But stacking with a habit that you already have in place. You already have the habit of doing your teeth and brushing your teeth, so add it to that habit. Another example is unloading the dishwasher. Say you want to start unloading the dishwasher in the morning, and then you're like, oh crap, I totally forgot. Now I have a sink full of dishes and I have to unload the dishwasher. I do not want to unload the dishwasher. I just want to have an empty dishwasher where I can put the dirty dishes in it. So instead, as you're making your morning coffee, you already have a habit of making coffee because we're coffee addicts around here, that as your coffee is brewing, you're unloading the dishwasher. So take a habit you already have, add a new habit that you want to start doing, and habit stack them. So have them at the same time. Another cool thing, this isn't a habit, but I just want to share with you guys because it is just, it's been a game changer for me, is I bought a sunrise alarm clock. Now, this alarm clock, it's a little pricey. It was more than I was expecting to pay, but trust me, it is a game changer. So what this alarm clock does is you set it for 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. and then 30 minutes before the time that you want, it's going to start waking up the room so that you can wake up with the sunshine. And what it does is it slowly wakes up the brain so that way when the alarm goes off, it's not this jarring. You're already slowly waking up without even realizing it. I've noticed that it is so much easier for me to wake up now, even if I think that I'm fully asleep when the alarm goes off. I've noticed that it's just a lot easier transition of getting out of bed and hitting snooze less and less, because my body is slowly waking up without even realizing it. So it has this light on it and it'll be slow, 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 slow. And then at the time that it's time to wake up, when the alarm goes off, it's bright, it's full. So it is amazing. I'll have it linked for you. I got it on Amazon. It's amazing, but it really has helped me get out of bed and hit snooze a lot less. Not one of the habits, but I just want to share. The next one is, and I don't really even know the name of this, but if you have something that you want to do, then you can only do it during certain times. So let me explain. So say you have a show that you want to watch or a podcast that you want to listen to, and you have this new true crime podcast that is just so good and you just want to hear it and you just want to listen to it all the time. But here's the key. You allow yourself to only listen to it or only watch the show when you're doing an unfavorable task. So if you do not like walking, you don't like working out or whatever, then you say, okay, you know what? You can only listen to the podcast when you're working out. You can only listen to the podcast when you're washing dishes. You can only listen to the podcast when you're cleaning your house. You can only listen to the podcast when you're doing something that you don't want to do. And that's going to help you to do it more and say, you know what? All right, I was only going to walk for 10 minutes, but now, okay, we're just going to keep on going. We're going to keep on going. Or you know what? I can't wait to go to the gym because that means I get to listen to the podcast, and I can only listen to the podcast at the gym. So find something that you really want to enjoy, that you really like, and then pair it with a task that is not as favorable, and that's going to help you to do it more and to not dread it as much. Number 4 is the 2-minute rule, and the 2-minute rule is very simple. It is, if it's going to take you 2 minutes or less, just do it now. I am so guilty of this. Like, I am so guilty of just leaving the Amazon boxes there, or just, oh, we'll put that away later, or, oh, I'll leave that there. And then next thing I know, my entire island is just full of stuff. And it gets out of control. And so instead, what I do is now the 2-minute rule. So as I see something, if it's going to take me less than 2 minutes, I just do it. And so often we think in our head that things are going to take so much longer than they are. You're like, you know what? Breaking down all those boxes from Amazon and bringing them out to the recycling, it's going to take like 10 minutes. I challenge you, when you have that mindset, then time yourself. Say, okay, you know what? All right, get my phone. We're going to time it. And we're going to see how long it takes to break them all down and go. Chances are it's going to take a lot less time than you think. I've even done this. This sounds so unsanitary. I can't believe I'm saying this on the internet, but as a woman, we got to do our hair, we got to do our makeup, we got to do all this stuff. And there's times where I'm like, I don't even feel like showering, because if I shower, then I have to blow dry my hair and do this and do that, and it just takes forever. And in my head, I feel like the whole process, start to finish, like showering, blow drying hair, doing all that, it takes an hour, hour and a half. I don't know why I have in my head that it takes an hour and a half. I timed it the other day. It took 23 minutes. 23 minutes. Kelly, I got 23 minutes. And if I don't even blow dry my hair, then it's going to take a lot less time. If I just take a shower and let my hair air dry, it's going to take even less time. But I have in my head that it's going to take all this time, when I'm just like, okay, we have time to do that today. We don't have to turn that in tomorrow, especially as a new mom. We have 23 minutes while the baby is napping. It's okay. The next habit is just enough for video. So this is one that I just named myself. But I will do this, especially with washing the dishes. And there are tasks when I have like a sink full. I'm just admitting all of my faults of my housekeeping on this video. But there are times where I will let a sink full of dishes pile up, and I will be like, that's a lot. Or bottles, washing bottles and bottle parts. Oh, I hate washing bottles. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait until we're not doing bottles anymore. And then it'll be time to have another baby, and it'll be a repeat cycle. But hate washing bottles. So what I'll do is I'll be like, you know what, Kelly, here's a YouTube video that you want to watch. It's 12 minutes long. You can wash dishes, and when that 12 minutes is up, when that video is done, Kelly, you can stop washing those dishes. You can relax. Just watch, just only the length of the video. That's all you got to do. Just the length of the video. You can enjoy the video. You can laugh. You can watch it. You can enjoy it. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Next thing I know, the video's done, and you'll be like, I got like 3 minutes worth more. I'll just keep on going. I'll just finish them. It's okay. Or I'll just put on another 10-minute video. And next thing I know, the dishes are done, the counters are wiped off, the island's wiped off, this is done, because I just kept on putting on more videos and another video and another video. And then next thing I know, my chores are done. And so just doing that, the starting of saying, okay, I give you permission to watch this video. You can stop when it's done. You don't have to finish it. You don't have to finish the task. Just do it as long as the video is going. Your brain is going to keep going and going and going. And sometimes the video is done and I stop. But those dishes are a lot more done than they would be if I was sitting on the couch watching the video. So that's okay. And then sometimes, I did this a lot when I was pregnant. Oh, I had really bad sciatica, and it hurt to stand for more than like 10, 15 minutes. So I think this is when I really put this into practice, is at the end of the video, I was hurting. Like my sciatica was killing me, and I stopped. And then an hour later, I would do it again, and it was totally fine. So have grace with yourself and give yourself some grace to just do it to the video. The next productivity hack that I talked about at the beginning was to brain dump before you do something. So I do this mostly when I'm working and when I'm needing to be focused on something, when I'm like, all right, we got to be in the zone. We got to write a blog. We got to do this. We got to do something that is hard or whatever. Brain dump before you do it. So you could literally just get out a blank sheet of paper. You could get a notebook. I have printables on brain dumping that helps you like put categories in different things of like, okay, who do I have to call? Who do I need to do this? I have printables on that too. Or you can just get a blank piece of paper and just write down everything that's in your brain. Everything that you have to like think about, every phone call you got to make, everything that's stressing you out. Just even, I'm annoyed at my husband because he rolled his eyes at me, or I'm annoyed at my husband because he didn't jump up and take out the trash the second I asked, or I'm annoyed at my kids because they did X, Y, and Z. And just get it all out. Get it all out. And then you can focus. And I also have a pad of paper when I'm working. So if I'm working and plugging away at something and then something pops in my head, don't forget to add bananas to the grocery list, or don't forget to call so-and-so, I'll write it down there. And so that way it's out of my head. And when we are working and we're focused, it's so hard to be focused on something and don't forget, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. Our brain is not made for storing. Our brain is made for creating, and it's really hard for our brain to do both at the same time. So when we're telling our brain, you can forget about that. It's okay. You don't have to remember. You have to say, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. You can focus on the task at hand. It's a game changer of what you're able to accomplish and what you're able to just focus on when you don't have just all the stuff going on in your head, all the spaghetti that we have going on in our head. We can just say, this is what we're working on. I personally cannot compartmentalize my brain. I don't have like shelves of things. No, it's all together. So this has really, really, really helped my productivity, especially with work. Let's keep the conversation going. If you want to know side hustles that you can do from home, ways to make some money from home, all you need is an internet connection. Check out this video here. And if you want to know the 12-week year system, my secret to goal setting, the way that it just changes everything with goal setting. Throw the old way out the window. No, this is the way to do it. Check out this video here.